Imagine watching a dude on live television with the gall to roll up on the prime minister and announce to the world,
"Yeah, I'm taking dude to go."
Yes, the prime minister. This is basically the president of other countries. And bro was walking on the scene as if this was his living room. He was chilling. Meet Shimazaki, a top dog, a super soldier of Elite Fates. And his power, his technique, it allows him to squabble with anybody without you even noticing him. This man is not new to combat, let alone getting jumped by people. Bruh. The way he introduced himself on the show, you know he meant business. Secret Service was a little late, but I can't lie to y'all. I appreciate them because they wasn't doing all that talking. They went to straight boxing. The agents tried to set up a three-man weave, but they remembered they were side characters. Shimazaki is trolling these dudes and Bates having a gun. Y'all seen the little pump fake? And that's when the agents get to blasting. Shimazaki is dodging every single bullet while explaining why they are fodder. And the worst and most humbling thing about this guy is that he can't even see. He's blind.
But I cannot see. I'm legally blind.
This man makes one move and turns the anime into a horror film. He can teleport. And no, I'm not talking about no sorry teleportation where it takes years for you to activate it, or limited teleportation like Toto where he need to give a round of applause before he do anything. Shimazaki is boundless. With his teleportation, he has no nerves. He anticipates his opponent. Bullets can't even face him, and he can spawn anywhere he wants. So we know why y'all here. Before the jumping happens, when he rolls up on Mob's little brother, right when he was about to catch the first body on the mission, an intervention happens. Top tier espers pull up from all directions, moving like they needed a theme song or something. Came like the Avengers, and without even finishing their monologue, they tried to sneak bro. You seen the way they just earthbended around him? Usually I'm all about running the ones, but when it comes to life or death situations, I'm not looking for some honorable fight, so I respect it. But of course, it don't work. And that was the final cue for the jumping to begin. Without a moment to think, the fight starts off with Terada applying belt on Shimazaki's blind side. While being thrown as a lob to Tsuchiya, Takeuchi has the perfect target as he throws a spear towards him. But he was a second too late. Takeuchi don't even know, but my guy Shimazaki is behind you seeing straight food. He gets tackled into straight concrete. I know his face gotta be looking like handsome Squidward right now. Shimazaki teleports again and Teru almost gets caught lacking. But don't worry, Koyama pulls through and punches him, with Terada using his whip again. He knew he messed up bad though. They still haven't understood that they're not going against somebody regular. Bro's superpower does not allow for any holdings. My guy Terada gets treated like a baseball and got sent flying. Now here's where Shimazaki gets saucy with it. He dodges the right hook, parries the high kick, and weaves the right jab. He's not new to this. Yusuke's trying to line his shot, but he can't even do that. And immediately, he saw this outcome. Bro gets laid out bad. Why is his legs folded? Y'all tell me which one's worse. We ain't even done still. Shimazaki gets held again, but Teru can't land. He throws a pole to Yusuke so he can redeem himself and... Oh no. Oh nah. On top of your head, broski. This guy's stealing his whole fold. Tell me y'all haven't seen this before. Come on. He had to be researching ways on how to disrespect his opponent. This is ludicrous. Shimazaki continues to show he's the weaving master, not letting any of the resistance get an opportunity. Oh my goodness. Y'all let teleporting man get the switch, and he got to business without delay. Yusuke stood no chance. I don't even think bro landed a single hit this whole time. That move was the one that destroyed their psyche. They lost the mental game and now they are getting pieced up while having to hear a 3-hour lecture. The scars crash out when they hear the disrespect. And now I'm convinced Shimazaki is just throwing self-alleys to Aura Farm at this point. Because he doesn't even try to teleport anymore. He just stands there, unfazed, with pure aura, and he just fends off all of their attacks. But respectfully, I just couldn't let this happen. Bro full Michael Jordan this dude's head, palmed his cranium like a basketball. I know he got CTE after that. The resistance starts getting bold. They seen that Shimazaki the untouchable is starting to show some weak points, and even he knows. So what does he do? He calls the ISO.
Man, run the once. Check ball, scrub.
He separates Teru and drops him in the middle of the city. Teru catches himself, but look, right leg. Hold on, I'ma run up on you. I ain't even done yet. Hezi, Shimazaki teleports and shoots the building upwards. Now Teru is completely vulnerable. Shimazaki follows up with the force move of doom, and oh my goodness, the setup was brutal. Watch him. Boom. Sledgehammer, right hand, the left kick, right hook. Here's the knee, the overhead elbow into the kick again. Nah, he's in flow state. Time for the final Nah.
It's the same Hezi pull. I understand it now.
Oh, dang. But he did figure me out.
That boy Teru told him you ain't even like that. I've seen better hoops in the G League. Checkmate, bum. Shimazaki is now on the back foot and they are going full throttle. Teru hits the dog out of him with the sledgehammer before he can even touch the ground. Catch this 5-piece real quick. Takeuchi spams his blast and Terada with that dang whip again sets up the alley-oop for Koyama to deliver the final blow. Shimazaki caught a face full of fists. And once again, you can't do nothing but respect that. Shimazaki, you gotta do something. They're putting you on fraud watch.
Ah! This jumping stuff is over.
With one rush, Shimazaki lays out the whole squad. A blind man just opened his eyes all the way and all you see is red. Shimazaki has reached the pinnacle of his power. GG's to the resistance. Wait a minute. Y'all seeing this? Black bars are on the screen. Y'all know what that means, right? The main character has arrived and he's walking Shimazaki down with one intention. Mob is not playing, and that is to beat his behind. Yeah, it's official. Shimazaki just became a fraud. Man just lost due to pure aura. He's in front of a regular human, and because of Regan's look, he skedaddles? Man, look, I'm just playing, y'all. I know Shimazaki lost here, but for a villain debut, he really won that fight against the Resistance. But hey, remember, you are still a side character, buddy. But other than that, thanks for watching. God bless and peace.